Alright, so this is an older one. So it is gonna be a bit older, but I think it's gonna have big boots. So this is, could you defeat a Terminator? Alright, Scott. Or should I call you Kyle Reese? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Big bada boom. TNT, right.
Another one bites the dust. Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust.
2 hours later.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill the dino. Retry.
Oh, oh no!
Oh shit.
No! No! What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. We're back out on the range, and I'm super excited about today's video. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a very special guest with us today. Let me go introduce you to him, and we're going to get started. So let me introduce you to today's guest and our special volunteer, Arnie the Terminator. Say hi, Arnie. Alrighty, Arnie here is the
That was a good Arnold impression, I gotta say.
first of his kind. He is a prototype Terminator who was built and sent to us by Skynet for us to test out. I mean Zydex. Zydex gaming computers. If you want to check them out, they make high-end, high-performance gaming computers. They actually built one for me, and I absolutely love it. There's a link in the description down below. In the movies, the Terminators are absolutely unstoppable. But will we be able to stop a real-life Terminator? We're going to get started and take our first shots at Arnie here. Are you ready to get started? Absolutely, Matt. Giddy up, partner. Wrong channel, Arnie. Wrong channel.
I wonder if Scott did the voice there, or if he had someone who was just really good at imitating Arnold Schwarzenegger, because that's a good impression, I gotta say.
All right, we're going to start out small and then work our way up. Our first round is 22 Magnum. This is a Kel-Tec PMR 30, and we're going to be loaded up with some 40 grain 22 Magnums.
This is just gonna bounce right off
See
it.
how Mr. Terminator holds up.
Go on any subjects at the chest. Oh, I think he hit a weak spot. There's a hole.
Okay, looks like Arnie the Terminator took a little bit of damage, but it did not even make it through the front of him. Okay, up next is 9mm. I have a Glock 17, and I'm going to be loaded up
If he
with
hits
some
him,
9mm.
he hit him kind of high there. I think if he gets, depending on what that's made of, if he hits him in the chest plate, it may not go through because it's hard to tell what they made that out of. I'm not sure if that's like solid metal that they put in there or if it's just plated. If it's solid metal, then 9mm is not going to go through.
115 grain full metal jackets. Let's see how Arnie holds up to this.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Let's go check it out. Okay, it looks like, oh wow, that stopped right there. If we peel his
Oh, it stopped.
decal to the side, the round is right there.
Oh wow.
So far so good. Arnie's holding up pretty well to our gun.
It's a little tough to tell, but that doesn't look very thick at all. That's maybe a ½ inch. So you've got maybe about an inch of metal here protecting, inch of metal protecting, maybe? Although I don't know what this is. I can't really see, it looks like it does have a steel plate here, so maybe it's got some, so it's like 3 layers. He's got 3 layers here. He's got these 2 thinner pieces, and then maybe he's got a thicker plate behind it, which is why this one probably because it was right here at the top where it curves up over, so you had less protection. You didn't have, yeah, because you have this big, thick plate. So if he can keep consistent on the center chest, it's gonna take a lot to penetrate it.
Fire. How you feeling, Arnie? Hasta la vista. Okay, all right, we're gonna move on to the next caliber. Up next, we're gonna step it up to 45 ACP, but we're not gonna be using a pistol. We're gonna be using this, my chrome Tommy gun made by Auto Ordnance, and we're gonna be loaded up with some 45 ACP, 230 grain full metal jackets. The sights on this thing are super weird.
Yeah, I'll bet. Oh, you can see it. Right there. You can see it didn't penetrate. Kind of just fell back in.
That looked like that put a pretty big hole in Arnie. All right, let's check this out. Oh, look at that. Stopped.
Yeah,
dead
it fell.
in its tracks.
You could see it fell.
So next, we're stepping it up to 10 millimeter. This is my...
Oh, that was weird. It looked like the round actually fell into the chest cavity there, but I guess it didn't.
My Kimber Rapide 1911, and the last time we had this out here, it was a Jam-O-Matic. I mean, we couldn't even chamber around. I sent it back to Kimber. Supposedly, they fixed it. We're going to find out today.
Oh boy.
Loaded up with some 180 grain, 10 millimeter full metal jackets. Let's see if it'll even chamber around. Oh, we're off to a better start. All righty, here we go. Oh.
Good hit. Good hit.
I'm gonna take a few more shots. It's actually running now. All right, let's check this out here. That was 9.45. I believe that's 10 mil right there.
Yes, it is.
Just kind of, oh, just fell out. Well, at least the jacket did. And I can see the bullet.
Oh, so that's probably what I saw fall in the 45. Is I probably saw the jacket fall, and then the lead was actually still in there.
Some of this off. It's all right there. I think his oil's low. Okay, no more playing around. Time to start stepping it up to some really big stuff. This is a Desert Eagle chambered in 44 Magnum. And I'm gonna be loaded up with some Underwood ammo, 44 Magnum, 240 grain jacketed hollow points. He's gonna fill this one.
It's a big hurtin'. That's gonna be a big hurtin'.
All right, looks like we hit right there, and it appears the Terminator stopped the 44 Magnum. I bet you felt that one, didn't you? I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. The Terminator does not seem to be fazed by anything we have thrown at it yet. 44 Magnum pretty much ate it. So we're gonna step it up to 50 AE. But before we do, check out my Desert Eagle. Kentucky Ballistics. I miss this day so much. Watermelon time. Got the T-Rex on this side. My favorite part, Scott's hand.
That is sweet to have that custom etched like that. Oh, that's a beautiful 50.
The round we're going to be using is a 50 AE 350 grain full metal jacket. This gun is so pretty, you feel bad shooting it.
Yeah, I can see. Caught that 45 hole, or
I know.
9mm hole.
He felt that one. Well, the 50 AE hit in this area here. I probably need to start moving my shots a little bit because I just keep chewing up this one section, but he still stopped it. Nothing has made it through the Terminator yet.
Wow.
So I got 2 more handguns before we step it up to rifles.
357.
Next is the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum with a 10.5-inch barrel, and I have some Underwood ammo, 500 grain flat points.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
I left a big hole. So as you can see,
Yes.
we left a pretty big hole in the
Yeah,
Terminator.
but did it get through?
But
I don't think
nothing
it
has
did.
made it through the other
Nope.
side. I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed so far. Have you even started filming yet? I thought someone was throwing paper wads. Oh, I got something for you, buddy. So if you think that 500 Magnum is as big as we can go with a handgun, you got another thing coming. This is my 500 Nitro Express pistol. And I have here a 500 Nitro Express.
Look at the size of this round. This is like, what? This is an elephant gun hand cannon round. Holy shit. Like, the round itself is not that big, but it's all powder. That's gonna make a big bada boom.
570 grain round. This isn't going to feel good for me or him.
Yeah. Oh, interesting fact. So this looks like, if you've ever seen the movie Hard Target, old Van Damme movie with Lance Henriksen as the big bad guy, he uses one of these guns Scott's about to use as his weapon in the movie.
Feel good for me or him.
Because it loads just like that. It's a breech load, single shot, hand cannon. Scott! Scott! You're shooting him in bowls, my man, and Terminator don't got bowls. Bring that aim up. Just a little bit.
Huh. You wouldn't believe it. But, that whole gun
No.
just broke in my hand.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
maybe there's a reason. You shouldn't have a 500 Nitro pistol because the sheer recoil just broke the handle off. Well,
that
Arnie,
beautiful gun.
500 Nitro pistol didn't work out so good for me. Actually, it worked out pretty good. Could have been a lot worse. How'd it work out for you? See, you got hit in the lower region. Did you feel that one? Didn't feel it. So I'm going to take this as a sign that it's time to move on to shotguns and rifles. You can see here that that rod snapped.
Ooh.
And it snapped on the
Oh,
inside
boy.
here. Literally after that shot, you could see it just kind of flop. And it was still hanging on barely somehow. But that is absolutely insane. Like, there's the round that did it. 1 of 1, 500 Nitro pistol. Now, 0 of 1. Okay, no more shooting sketchy firearms today. Next,
Good.
we're going to move on to 12 gauge. This is my Remington Road Warrior with 10-inch barrels. Let's get this sucker loaded up. We got 12 gauge double-aught buck.
Is he gonna double barrel it?
Oh!
Hello. He had to do one at a time. Aww. Doesn't look like that did a whole lot to it.
Check this out. Kind of hard to tell where I hit him at with the 12 gauge. I know I hit him somewhere. Looks like, okay, one hit right there.
Yeah.
I think you
Well,
got
I mean, you could see the damage if we back it up.
right there.
Like that looks like the damage there. The pellets primarily hit in this area. So that's where the damage is. And you can see it didn't do a whole hell of a lot. You got some denting going on right here. And you've got some scarring here, and then of course there's the impact there. But it didn't do a hell of a lot. And the other one was up on the shoulder, so yeah, shotguns are not gonna do a whole hell of a lot to this. Too much of a spread.
I think you got hit in the lower region. May need to move just a little bit closer.
There you go. Although,
Okay, I for sure know where he got hit that time.
not much
All
damage.
through this area here. And it looks like didn't really do a whole lot to him.
No.
Good thing I brought something bigger than 12 gauge.
Oh, good.
I give you 10 gauge. That is double-aught buck,
Double up.
3.5-inch shell.
Yeah, the problem is
out of
double
our
up buck
single
may not
shot
do enough.
partner. Oh!
Oh. Yeah, but it hit with force, but no penetration. None of it penetrated. Yeah, the sheer force of all the hitting him knocked him over, but it didn't penetrate.
The power of 10 gauge.
Now a slug, I think a slug might
that whacked
penetrate.
him pretty good. How you doing there, guy? Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Ah, you're a heavy fella. All right, well, the 10 gauge delivered a lot of energy. Knocked him over,
did, yes.
but it doesn't look like
No.
it did a whole lot of damage to him. I
No.
don't know about you all, but I am done with pistols and shotguns. I think it's time we hit this guy with some rifles. Our first rifle is a common one, an AR-15, and I'm loaded up with some 5.56 73 grain rounds.
If he
Let's
gets
see
in,
how the Terminator holds up.
if he gets in the chest, I don't see it doing any damage. I think that plate is too strong. That plate is just simply too strong for a 5.56 round. Yeah, I don't. If he gets it in the armor plate, it's not gonna go through. If he gets it in the armor plate, Scott, your aim is just off.
That didn't look good. Okay, I believe I was aiming in this area here.
Yeah.
And does not look like it made it through the other side. 5.56 didn't do the trick, so what do you want me to use next? Go get the chopper. Excellent choice.
The chopper.
Per Arnie's request, the next rifle we're going to
AK.
use is an AK-47. This is a Brandon Herrera AK-47. Very nice rifle.
Nope.
And I'm going to be loaded up with some 7.62 by 39.
I don't think this is gonna do it either.
Well,
I
one
honestly
of
don't.
Let's go check that out. Starting to get hard to tell where I am hitting with all of these holes. Oh, it looks like I hit right there. That's definitely a fresh hole. Surprisingly, there is nothing on the other side of this Terminator. Now,
It's not an armor-piercing
the
round.
weapon of my choice if I was going up against Terminators. This is the Ohio Ordnance H-Car chambered in 30-06. This thing ain't playing around. I got a 20-round mag with 30-06 full metal jackets. Those are 150 grain.
I honestly don't think this is gonna do any better than 7.62. 30-06 is similar in caliber, slightly bigger than the 7.62, but I honestly don't think it's gonna penetrate. I don't think it's gonna be able to do it.
Okay, here we go. Gonna go right there. Oh!
That was low. I think he missed the armor. I think, yeah, he went here. He hit there and stood.
That may have went through the Terminator. Okay, I hit right here, and that appears that it jacked up the Terminator.
Did it?
Pretty good. So we hit here, and then busted up his insides pretty good, but it doesn't look like, well, we may have. I think we may have slipped through the back here where there's no metal. Well, the H-car was pretty effective, but still not exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to taking out a Terminator.
I'm wondering if the plate was there. If it hit right there, I'm wondering if that was where... Let's see. Yeah, because there's You can see the plate sticking out over here, so I'm wondering if it caught it where the plate ended. The plate may have ended right there. So he may have caught a soft spot.
Let's try something else. So when it comes to taking out Terminators, my next choice would be a 700 Nitro Express. But if you watch my last video, you'll see that my 700 Nitro did something a little bit fishy. I noticed it when I was editing, and a lot of you noticed it as well. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who...
What happened there?
I noticed it when I was editing, and a lot of you noticed it as well. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who commented to let me know. I now have some professionals looking... I noticed it when I was editing, and a lot of you noticed it as well. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who commented to let me know.
So I think what he's talking about, if you missed it...
did something a little bit fishy.
You see how he right there? Where it kind of... you had a little puff of smoke and even a tiny little bit of explosion there? I think that's what he's referring to. So it looks like there maybe was a gap in the breech.
I noticed it when I was editing, and a lot of you noticed it as well. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who commented to let me know. I now have some professionals looking at that gun to make sure everything is okay with it. So in the meantime, we're going to have to use the next best thing, which is the double barrel 600 Nitro Express elephant gun with a 900 grain solid.
This might go through. I think this one might go through.
All right, here we go.
Wow, he's close.
Oh! I think Arnie felt that one. I hit Arnie right here, and it appears his jaw has come off. Oh, stay with us, Arnie. I don't think he can talk anymore. He sounds fine. He's fine. He's fine. Let's stand him back up and see what happened. Goodness gracious, Arnie. Oh, I don't think that's supposed to happen. I hit right here.
Did he go
put
through?
a pretty big hole in him. So it went this way. And
Did it?
I still don't think that it made it through him. So 600 Nitro didn't do it. I did bring one last gun, and maybe that
is it the
will
50?
make it all the way through this Terminator.
Is it the 50?
Okay, the last gun I brought for this Terminator.
My dear Lord, if that... This is probably the most American gun I have ever seen. This is just... There are no other words. This is the most American gun I have ever seen. Oh, this is gonna be so nice.
Today is the 50 BMG. This is my Serbu BFG 50A.
This is gonna be
I'm gonna be loaded up with a 50
beautiful.
BMG full metal jacket.
Oh, and he's... Where did he hit? Where did he hit?
I think that may have done it. Okay, I believe I hit right here.
That's the hole, okay.
And we put his jaw back on, but looks like he got blown off again. Ugh.
Okay, kaboom.
Yep, that finally did it. Blew
Okay.
through right there. Well, the 50 BMG made it through him, but...
Okay, kaboom. I'm gonna be going for about another 40 or 50 minutes, so...
He had already been damaged a lot. So it makes me wonder what would have happened if we just started with 50 BMG. Could he have stopped that? So now we have a pretty good idea at how tough a real-life Terminator is. And if you were to encounter a real-life Terminator, there's no reason to start any smaller than 600 Nitro Express. 600 Nitro, 700 Nitro, and 50 BMG, I think, would probably want to be your choices. You know, his head, though, it doesn't seem very tough. I'll be back.
Oh my god. my god, that was incredibly destructive. Holy shit. Then finishing it with the body slam.
No, you're terminated. Well, today's video was a long one, but it was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about today's video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy today's video, do me a favor and give it a like, and if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button.
I'm gonna
also,
give
be
you
sure
a
to
like
check me
right
out on
now,
Patreon,
Scott.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
That was awesome. That 50 cal was one of the most beautiful guns I've ever seen. That was just the encapsulation of America.